Hey everybody, this is Kim with Kim's Creations and Card Ministries coming to you on a pre-recorded video with my fingers crossed because this is take 4 of this video. The first video got interrupted by phone calls, text messages, whatever, knocked it off. So I got a part of it recorded. I will upload that. So I promised that this was the last video, that it was going to be part 3. Well, guess what? Now there's part 4 because part 3 got interrupted. So now I'm doing part 4 of the fall ephemera items that I watercolored and now decorating for my journal. The part 3 video had me decorating the little turkey, this little guy here. Again, I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I do cards, and I have recently started doing junk journals, recently in like the last year and a half. I do other paper crafting. You can find me on Facebook here. You can text me here, 864-752-5688, 752-5688. I'm so tired because this is the 4th time I'm doing this video. Anyway, I appreciate the thumbs up. I'd appreciate a subscription to my channel. If you haven't already subscribed, share, ask your friends to come and join my channel. You can always, some of my videos I know are long. I'm trying to do better with that. You can always just fast forward through them to get to the end. And I usually go back and show everything again at the end. I had everything out. This is the 3rd time now, 4th time technically, that I'm pulling everything out. So we got the turkey decorated in the last video right here, and we had to leave him because I got the paper too wet and I couldn't finish him. So I was going to come back to him at the end. So we'll set turkey aside. Oh, and this is where I had done some on watercolor paper. I didn't finish cutting them out because it was killing my hands. I did talk about this in the first video. I got to finish cutting him out, but I'm going to put these on little paper bags for Thanksgiving Day, which is right around the corner. All right, so the other items that I was going to share with you was the owl, the butterfly, and the little flower. Going to show you how I kind of decorated them. These were the 2 owls that I had done previously. And then I did these 2 owls on my earlier video that didn't finish. And now we'll pick 2 more to do during our time here. So let's see. Oh, and in the video, I explained how with the owl, you kind of like the sideways oval. This one's a little round. I can still make it work. This one's a good oval. This one's pretty good. This one's pretty good. I'm going to do this one now. Anyway, and also I was going to show you my fall journal. So while I was replaying the video so I could see how far I got before it got messed up, I was looking for my fall journal. I couldn't find it, and I finally found it. But yeah, so I'm ready to put pages in here and start decorating it. So I'm hoping to have it to share Thanksgiving Day with family. And like to actually, I was going to write in this journal was my plan. But I don't know. Now fall, we're getting into the Christmas season. But it should be still a season of being grateful and thankful. So I guess I'll continue journaling. I really like the way I did this little mushroom. I was just looking at it. And then I added some Wink of Stella to make it kind of glistening. I don't know if y'all can see the glistening of it. Anyway, but see, I've already put a date on here. I got to write in this booger. All right, so let's work on the owl. I'm going to be checking frequently. So this time, instead of just the Do Not Disturb, which I tried on round 3, this time I tried airplane mode and see if that keeps the stuff from bothering me. Anyway, and I'm going to do this owl up here. So the first thing we're going to use is, I'm going to use my brown Sharpie because I have a brown Sharpie. If you don't, the black works just as well. And I'm going to go around his little head first. And I kind of went out. So I'm going to kind of come back and do it again. And you know, if you're going to cut it out, you can make adjustments with all that stuff, which I will be doing. I just can't see well and mess things up a lot because I can't see. And right now I'm really, really tired. Okay. And we'll come in and do these interior wings. Okay. And then with the face, I try to put like a little dip on that inner piece right there. So we're going to go dip to kind of give it that little masking look. So got that. And then I'll use my black to come here. I don't know why I put little divots on his feet. They did not need it. Of course, when you cut these out of paper, copy paper, they don't cut real well anyway, but okay. Hey, Sophie, my kitty, she's so sweet. But you know, if you set your little, you could set your little owl in a tree or somewhere. He could be sitting down on something. Definitely ground him on something. You wouldn't necessarily have to show his little feet. But I'm putting them there just in case I need them. All right, so, and you know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and be doing this little one down here at the same time. Do another little one. Is that the brown? Yeah. And I kind of think I used my paints already when I was painting. I was able to kind of outline this with the paint. So if you're good with a paintbrush, so I said I'm getting better with the watercolors. If you're good enough with the paintbrush, then you won't necessarily even have to use a Sharpie. I said I'm getting much better with the paintbrush. So it all has to do, you know, just like anything when you're a kid and you're taking piano lessons or guitar lessons or whatever, and they say you got to practice. Well, there's a reason they tell you you got to practice, and you do get better with practice on just about any kind of artistic endeavor. All right, and I want to go ahead and do the black in the eyes so they can be drying. So then I got to cover it back up again. Put a little bit of white, the white dye, and I want that to be dry when I put it in there. Do that one. And that one. And I probably need to get up and make sure I'm in the frame. Because I've moved everything since my first video. I don't know if I'm still in frame or not. Okay. They turned out so cute too. It's so sad that they didn't show up on the first video. All right. And let's do the beak. I'll get the marker to work. So using these markers on the watercolors is sometimes they don't want to work real well. And I'll have to kind of come over to the side and get it marking a little bit better. I'll do one over here. Let that all dry a little bit. And I'll do some decorating. And I kind of liked the way this look. I kind of liked this. Yeah, I was hoping I'd be through so that I could watch movies while I was crafting. I like watching Christmas movies. And anyway, I wanted to give them little eyelashes. Almost didn't leave enough room with the eyes. Okay. And you can do them, they don't have to all be the same. You can do different kinds of doodles. So I'm trying to change up my doodles a little bit, but I kind of liked what I came up with on these, so it's been doing a lot of the same. Trying to change it up a little bit, but I'll just do a squiggly. How about that? Do little squigglies. They look kind of cute. Little squigglies look cute. And do some white with my white Posca pen. This is the 0.7. I have a 0.5 somewhere. Don't know what I did with it. Can't find it. It may have been discovered by a kitten. Who knows? Who knows? You know, that's very possible in here to have been discovered by a kitty. They do get hold of my stuff quite often, but that's okay. There we go. And go. So again, so these are to go into my fall journal. I may put some of these in my tiny journals that I'm making. I'm gonna be decorating those. So it's possible I'll use them in those. I want to use this pen. So I picked up this pen. It's a Tombow water base. I really don't know that much more about it. I got it at Michael's. I think it's got 2 tips. So it's got this fine tip. And then it's got, I think, a brush tip. Yeah. So it was supposed to be gold to go with a project that I did, but it's golden, but it's not gold. And so you know, it was the one that was recommended, and I got it and I paid for it, and then I got it home. I'm like, wait a minute, that's not gold. I mean, it's goldish, but it's not gold. You know what I mean. Come down here and do this one. But anyway, it's fine. I'll use it there, though. It kind of serves a nice beak. I don't think their beaks are necessarily in orange or golden color, but I liked it better than just a dark beak. I don't know. That's just me. I'm going to let that one dry for a minute, and then I'll go in and add these little white dots to the eyes and the little to the beak as well. All right, let's come down here and do something. Actually, I want something else white on here. Maybe just a few little dots up here. Right here. I felt like it needed just a little bit more white at the top. Okay, so let's come do this one now. Down here. don't have as much. Ooh, that's fine tip, not fine tip, ultra fine. I need my ultra fine tip for this little, especially for this little guy. Little wings down here. So these are not as dark as those turkey feathers that I did earlier, the brown. So on this one, I had originally done black marks on here. And when I changed it to white because the black just didn't show up, but that was much darker than what I have on here. I managed to keep my ink hues pigments a little bit lighter on these. And so they turned out, I won't say better, but it's just, you can see the black markings a little bit better than you could on that other one. Okay, like I said, try to make it a little bit different. It's really dark. Okay. Just doing a little something different this time. I'll just add a few lines here too. There we go. And now I need to put little dots in the eyes. I'm going to just leave those like that. And dots in these little eyes. Okay. So there's how I do my owls. Oval, sideways oval, right shaped up oval, and then the rest of it you just mark it with your marker, your Sharpie. You don't have to do this detail work with your paint, but if you can, that's great, but just not required. All right, so there's the owl, the turkey, and the owl, and then I did the butterfly next. I said I already did a couple of these butterflies. So again, we're going to use our Sharpie. I'm going to do another red one because I don't think I'm going to use the blue, the purple and the blue and the pink in my fall journal, but I may use these red ones in the fall journal. And we're just going to come down through the middle here. Give it a antenna thingy here. And just keep in mind, which I almost forgot, to leave enough room to put your little antenna. I actually messed up this one's face. I'm going to see if I can color back over that again with my Sharpie. And then I can go back and fix his face again. I tried to use the Posca pen and it was too fat. And I needed to be using the Jelly Roll pens, which sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. I think with the Jelly Roll pens is the newer they are, the better they are. Once they start getting used a little bit, they don't work as well. Just pretty much par for the course. The other thing I tried doing with this one, instead of going around the edges with the black, I tried going the edges with the white. It just didn't really work. It wouldn't have been any different than just leaving white edging around when you cut it out. So that ended up being kind of a bust, but that's okay. I just went back and did it with black. All right, there's that one, and that one, and here. I said you can do as much or as little decorating on these as you want. I think I will do this and this one. And I'm going to do little dots around the edge with the white. Just dotting it up and down. I ought to stand up and look at my video, see if it's messed up. I mean, I've never had that problem before. I feel like I've had text messages before while I was videoing. Maybe not phone calls, because a lot of my videos I do really late at night. But I've got to get to bed earlier. I can't be doing this late at night stuff. So, I don't know. I just don't know. Okay, let's do kind of like what I did with these. I did the white circles and then went around with my ultra fine black and just colored around them. I think I'm going to do that with this. All right, and then I don't know what I want to do inside of these. Let me get my ultra fine tip again. I think I'm going to do some lines like this. I like the way that looks. Do some lines. I'll do one more there. And then I'm going to go around the white, dot, and outline it. So here we go. There's that. And I think to just use a few more dots. I kind of like at the edges of these lines. There we go. So there's one, and let's do the purple one. I'll do him. I'll do one more. Do the little purple guy. To go it again. I feel like I'm using the wrong Sharpie again. One is better than the other one. One's more kind of worn out and raggy. I think I was using the worn out raggy one. Yeah, I think so. This one seems to do better. And see, yeah, I barely just left enough room right there for my blue body, my blue caterpillar body. Got barely enough room. All right, there we go. Now I could try this. I'm curious. I just want to try something different. I have a purple Sharpie. Let's see what happens if I go around it with purple. Just curious. Oh yeah, that works, because it just yeah, that works. And, you know, I live right down the road from Clemson University, Clemson Tigers. And I could do a Clemson journal, but I'd have to come up with do my own Clemson stuff because, you know, they're all about if I try to sell anything using the Clemson around here, you probably might get in trouble because there's so much Clemson stuff. I'm the NCAA certified or whatever, you know. But I could make my own little Clemson butterflies and make them purple and orange. And have Clemson butterflies. There we go. That turns out. Okay, and let's see. Do right up next to the purple. There we go. And let's do, I'll do this again on this one. I really just like the way that looks. All right, gotta get my marker going a little better. I hope I've got some more of these fine tip, this is the ultra fine tip Sharpie. It works really well for something like this. There we go. Then I'm going to put little stars. And then I'll put little dots inside the stars. That'd be cute. A little dot. A little dot. A little dot. Just little quick dots. Because if you got too much ink coming out of this, you'll get a blobby dot. And I've done blobby dots before, and we don't want a blobby dot. It seems like I was going to do... Oh, I got to do the faces. So I'm going to try to get me a jelly roll that's working. Figure out which one that's working here. Maybe that one. I pull them all out because I don't know which one's going to work. That one, I don't know that it's working. It's amazing to me. Let's try this one. Let's see if it's working. Yeah, this is the one that's working the best. Little smiley face on my little butterfly. Now, y'all, my watercolors are whimsical. They're not really intended to be perfection or anything. They're just meant to be whimsical. So enjoy the funness of them, and don't try to tell me they don't look like butterflies, because I know they're not real butterflies. I know they're not real. I have done a couple of watercolors that are more realistic. I've done a Carolina Wren and a cow, and they both turned out pretty good. Again, I'm an amateur, but they turned out pretty good. So now we got butterflies, and we've done the turkey, and we've done the owl, and now the rose. I don't have many blobs left of roses. And actually, I went back and looked at some of my way I did some of my roses, and there are a couple of different ways you can do them. And you're gonna do like little half circles, like this and this and this and this and this, and you can try to not connect them. But the other thing, actually, which was kind of cool, and I had forgotten that I had done this, is this other kind of way that I did it. And I will do some of that also. Let me show you here in just a sec. So you can go and take longer circle, little squigglies, and just, but don't make them so long, you know, and you can kind of scooch inside of each other like that. And they kind of look and give a neat petal look also. So you kind of move inside of that last one that you kind of left off with and make a squiggly out there. And I also did some of these and filled it in with a little bit of the black. So let me do fine tip, ultra fine tip, where you can do, fill in a little bit of it also with the black. And adds a little bit of interest to it as well. A little bit of squiggly right there. Here. So there's the couple different ways you can do the rose. All right. Anyway, so that finishes up my fall ephemera, even though these were technically not fall. The turkey, when I went back in video 3, and I tried to use the markers, it just didn't work out. And I'm going to say, when you do this, if you have some acrylic paints, you might be better off just trying to use acrylics to cover that up. Or be sure you leave enough white space to do that, and then go back and fill in with the other colors on the turkey. So my big ones, I did these on, these are actually done on watercolor paper, and I went over it with acrylic paint. Now, I probably could have removed some of the watercolor, but I just decided to do it with acrylic paint. And then, so we did the turkey, and we did the flowers, and the butterflies, and then the owls. I don't really know where to put him. Let's stick him under here. We did that one over there. Whoops, let's get it in like that. We did this one down here today, and one at the bottom I've got covered up. And there's, whoop, I can kind of uncover him like that. And then the, that was the one I had done before. And just to show you again too, so I did some of the candy corns and from previous videos, and the snail from the previous video. And what else do I have here? Pumpkins. I got this colored pumpkin. Oh, and also if you want to see what the candy corn looks like not colored in. So you could do them either way. I left some blank. Oh, here's a snail looking the other direction. Where's the orange pumpkin that I have cut out already? Oh, there it is. And then there's another pumpkin. And then also, I was going to show you too how the pumpkins look like before and after painted. So here's some where I've added stems to all of these. But look, nothing done. So you get this, how they look different before and after adding the neat stuff. All right, so I think my video is still running. I think this is it, the end of my decorating the ephemera for my junk journal videos. Yay, finally got them done. 4 tries. And so now I can go start adding some paper to this and decorating it. And I'll probably make a video of that as well and upload it. And then work on the mini journals, getting those decorated, and finish up showing how to do those as well. And again, thank you for your time that you've spent with me today. I truly appreciate it. I truly appreciate any of the thumbs ups or comments that you can give, and sharing my channel. And so please subscribe to my channel would be awesome if you haven't already done that. Hope you all have a wonderful evening. If I don't talk to you again, I hope you have a blessed Thanksgiving. And take care, and God bless. Bye-bye.